If you have looked at a halo eye, you know that it is one of the prettiest types of eye makeup. They look absolutely stunning, and today I'm going to be showing you the easiest, simplest way to create a halo eye. I promise you, you will ace it the first time you create it. No matter what eye shape you have, halo eyes makes your eyes look bigger and brighter, and these are perfect for the holidays. So without further ado, let's begin. I've primed my lids with the Milani concealer in the shade 145 and lightly set it with a translucent powder. Today I'm going to be using the Love for Sale eyeshadow palette by House Labs. First, dipping into the shade I Get a Kick Out of You with a sponge tip applicator, I'm going to simply place it in the corners. When I say corners, I mean inner and outer corners of my lid as well as lower lash line. And it doesn't have to be clean or perfect, just go ahead and place it in the corners. And the reason I'm using a sponge tip applicator is because it packs a punch. It's so much more easier to pick up an eyeshadow with a sponge tip applicator, especially when you're placing it in the corners. And all I'm going to do is softly diffuse it using a blending brush. This is from ColourPop. And as you can see, I'm not being precise or clean. I'm randomly buffing it over the eyeshadows and it's softening up. Next, I'm going to dip into So In Love, which is a deeper shade of brown, and I'm going to repeat the previous step. With the sponge tip applicator, I'm going to place it in the corners, but I'm not going to spread it out as much as I did with the previous eyeshadow. The goal here is to deepen the corners and get that ombre effect, making it deepest in the corners, and as it spreads out, it becomes lighter. Again, I'm going to quickly buff it out with a blending brush, and whatever residue is left on the brush, I'm going to use that to join the corners through the crease. And what that does is it gives your lid a more rounder effect, making it appear bigger. Next, I'm going to dip into Let's Do It, which is a charcoal shade and obviously deeper than the previous two eyeshadows that I used. I'm going to repeat the step of placing it in the corners. And as you can see, I'm not spreading it out. I'm just placing it in the corners, almost dotting it in the corners. And then again with a blending brush, I'm going to buff it out. And now if you observe, we are getting that ombre. So it's deepest closer to the lash line. And as it is moving upward and outward, it is becoming lighter. Now we're trying to get that ombre effect, so we want the center of the lid to be the brightest. So I'm going to dip into Nina, and with my finger, I'm going to apply it to the center of the lid. And then with the sponge tip applicator, I'm also going to apply it to the center of my lower lash line. And that adds a pop of highlight to the center, making your lids look rounder and bigger. And overall, it makes your eye look brighter. I'm going to quickly soften the edges with a blending brush. This next step is optional, but in continuation of that ombre effect, I'm going to be using a black eye pencil in the outer and inner corners of my lash line. So that way it becomes deepest at the lash line, and as it moves upward and outward, it becomes lighter and slowly melts into my skin tone. And to have that continuity in the center, I'm going to be using a metallic eye pencil. This is the Bare Minerals eyeliner in Diamond. You can leave it at this if you want, but I always like to add a little bit of shimmer right in the center. So I'm going to be using my favorite eyeshadow from the Sweet Talk palette. This is from ColourPop, and the eyeshadow is called Side to Side. I'm going to use it right in the center of the lid for that extra pop of highlight. Using Dream Dancing, I'm going to highlight my brow bones. It's time to finish up, so I'm going to be using a coat of mascara, but before that I'm curling my lashes. And for mascara, I'm using REM Beauty by Ariana Grande. You're welcome to use false lashes if you prefer, or if you want to stop at mascara like me, you can do that as well. And here's the completed look. Super easy. Again, to recap, you start with the lightest shade, then go deeper and deeper as you go closer to the lash line, creating that ombre effect and pop a highlight right in the center. It looks sultry, it's flattering, and I like the way it draws so much light towards the center of the eye. I'm going to pair this look with a beautiful lipstick by Rare Beauty. This is the Lip Souffle in Fearless. And here's the completed look. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you plan to recreate, please don't forget to tag me. My socials are listed down below in the description box, just below the video, along with all the products that I used today for reference. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. I post several times a week. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to thumbs up. I love you guys so much, and I will see you soon with a brand new one. Bye, guys.